What's up? This is Matt Tuck from Bullet For My Valentine, and you're watching me on Metal TV.
What's up, Metal Mother Truckers? Metal TV is back again, and today I've got the great opportunity to have a little chat with the frontman of a great band called Bullet For My Valentine. It's Mr. Matt Tuck. Hi, how are you, man?
Good, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you that you are here in Berlin, and you are here to promote your new album coming next month. It's called Venom, and it's your 5th record.
Correct.
In 10 years. Are you under pressure to release so many records in 10 years?
No, not really. It's just something we do once we feel the record before it has done its thing and we've toured the arse off it. Instead of milking it and just going around again, which a lot of the time we probably could and go to other places, we just feel it's necessary just to keep things fresh for us as much as the fans and just get some new material out there, you know. So works out good. 2 years is kind of a nice way to mark everything, you know. It kind of works for us.
The guys out there don't know about Venom yet. They only know No Way Out.
Yep.
What is the main difference between Temper Temper and Venom?
Main difference is going to be quite obvious when people hear it, and you know they've probably already got the gist of it from No Way Out. It's definitely a lot more darker and heavier. It's a lot more of an aggressive record. It was just something we felt had been lacking, especially on the last one. I think the album before that, Fever, did a great thing. That's my favourite record, apart from this new one. But the last one for us, just something didn't connect with the way we were writing and how it sounded and the way we recorded it. And we just felt the time was right. Now with a fresh start, with Jamie being on board and obviously just taking on fans' criticism and stuff and just taking a look back at what we've done over the last few years and what we felt we could do better and what was missing, you know. And so we just took it upon ourselves to make a fucking heavy record. And as soon as we started to do it, it was just easy, you know. It's something that we've missed doing and something that we're, you know, very happy is back. We've missed it.
And you said you're back with Jamie, so Jay left the band. Do you want to talk about it or maybe not?
Nah, not really. It's one of those things that happens in bands, you know what I mean? It was a shitty time when it happened, but you know, we've got someone else in who's doing the job and doing it fucking amazing, you know, and it's like he's always been here, so, you know, water under the bridge, moving on, looking forward to the future.
Where did you get in touch with Jamie? What kind of guy is Jamie? I mean, you played not as many shows with him yet.
No.
Where did you get in touch with him, and what kind of guy is he?
He's known Padge for a couple of years. Padge has done some writing and some recording with him. He was in a band called Revoca, who are from Wales. They signed to Roadrunner a few years ago. Did some pretty cool support slots with like Ozzy and Lamb of God, and you know they were making inroads to becoming a, you know, pretty decent metal band, and then it all just went to shit, fell apart. They split up. So Jamie touched base, Padge touched base with Jamie and said, you know, we need someone to replace Jay. Do you want to have a go? And he said, yeah. So he sent a little audition tape of him doing some songs. And then he kind of got through to the point where we did live auditions with a couple of guys. Jamie came and just completely smashed it. He's not actually a bass player by trade. He's a frontman like me. He plays guitar and he sings. So it was, you know, to play bass and sing was just like, it was just a perfect combination because, you know, as a rhythm guitar player and playing bass, it works really well. You know, you can switch trades and it doesn't really make a difference. So we did that, held the auditions, and he was awesome. He was flawless, so we gave him the gig.
Have the auditions been like those on Some Kind of Monster?
Not really. It was a bit, from what you get of that thing, it was a bit more well prepared actually, and a bit more professionally put together. But basically it was the same. Yeah, he just had a bunch of guys coming in, playing some songs, leaving, and get the next guy in, you know. There's just
some famous?
Yeah, everyone was in a band or had been in a band, yeah.
And did you know all of them, or?
Not personally, but yeah, we knew pretty much everyone. There was a lot of audition tapes that came in which were okay, but we wanted someone that had kind of been there and done it. We didn't want someone just coming into a band at this level and just expecting them to go on tour with Slipknot across America and, you know, put your trust in that. That just wouldn't be fair on anyone. So we wanted someone who'd had lots of stage time and had experience of touring and being in a band.
He didn't record the bass on this record?
No.
Who did?
That was me.
Was it okay for you, or was it a challenge?
No, it was fine. I mean, you know, not a lot of people know the history of what goes on in the studio in our band, but I've done it on everything we've ever done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just for quickness, because a lot of the time, historically, when we've been making the records, we've been writing a lot as we've gone along. And because obviously I'm the main songwriter in the band and coming up with all the riffs and the structures and stuff, it was just easier if I did it just for time. You know, Jay could have easily gone and learnt it and then done it and stuff, but that would have taken time that you don't have when you're in the studio. You know, you're there to make a record, not try and learn it.
And you said the record is more aggressive and deeper. Are the lyrics the same? Are they more depressive?
Yeah, you know, the lyrics aren't uplifting at all. You know, there's a lot of dark stuff on there. But looking back at our band's career, you know, the darker the song has been the most successful for us, you know what I mean? Everything that seems a little bit... It's just weird that people connect with the darker stuff, you know? Especially as a metalhead, but it's like, it's cool. So yeah, we just kind of went back writing stuff that a lot of people would find depressing, but for a metal band, that's the stuff that connects with your fans, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what we did.
What have your influences been?
I don't think, like, every time we make an album we get the question, but I think the only influence is us, you know. It's like we always just try and develop and kind of refresh what we are. So for me, it was kind of more just taking inspiration from how the band felt. And inside, when it was the early days when we were making our first record and we were super hungry and feisty and pissed off at everyone because no one gave us a chance, you know, and we used that platform and opportunity to make something special, and it just fucking blew up. So it was more just trying to recapture that, really. You know, more so musically, just more how it felt emotionally, you know, which sounds a bit hippie, but that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to revisit the younger Bullet For My Valentine that was fucking really hungry for it like 10, 12 years ago.
So it's kind of like the record after the Poison.
Technically, yeah, that's kind of where it should be done, you know, but with the way it is, you know, it's impossible to capture exactly what you want when you want it in a band. You know, you just do the best you can, you write a bunch of songs, make a record, go on tour, and hopefully it does what it needs to do, you know.
So, and like I said, you're in business for more than 10 years. What could you tell aspiring musicians to concentrate on?
I think it's just be comfortable with who you are in a band and what you do as a band. Don't let anyone tell you what you should be doing. You know, we've had a lot of people over the years trying to have their influence on us, like trying to push us down roads where we didn't necessarily need to go, let alone want to go. So just stay true to yourself as a musician, no matter if you think people think you're cool or not. It's kind of irrelevant, you know, because we've never really been the fucking cool metal band ever. But we're you know, from 10 years ago, one of the only bands still left fucking standing, you know. So we've always done things our way and done what we've believed in rather than we think what people want us to do. I think that's the only way you should do it, you know. Stay true to yourself. And should it all go tits up in the future, just make sure it goes tits up on your rules, you know. No one else's fucking stupid bullshit decisions.
For aspiring musicians, do you think they should concentrate on the internet and streaming and read all the comments about their music? Because when I surfed through the internet, I saw so many comments about you, that you're a fucking gay metal band and stuff. Does it set off anything in you when you read something like this?
No, not really. If anything, it just spurs me on to like be even more gay. Okay. You know, these people online, that, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and if people think we're a gay metal band, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, I'm here selling millions of records, doing what I love in front of people that fucking adore me. You know, they're just sitting behind their computer jerking off over YouPorn. You know, so fuck you.
That's a great last word. Thank you, Matt.